no matter the location. From O-A-K-L-A to L-V, I'm a Raider.
Raider Nation, what is going on? You are watching the Raiders Report. Mitchell Renz here, and we got a lot of Raiders news and rumors to break down. We're going to talk about Derek Carr. I'm going to talk about Deshaun Watson. I'm going to give you a Deshaun Watson trade idea because the one Colin Cowherd came up with was just mind-boggling to me. We're going to talk about the latest going on with Jason Witten, David Irving, and actually another Raiders player, but again, you got to stay tuned. So what's the first topic that we're going to be breaking down here? Derek Carr. Is he going to be the Raiders quarterback in 2021? It's 3 Chucky heads. I can't put 4 Chucky heads on it because if I put 4 Chucky heads, it means it's a 100% chance of happening. How about this, though? 99% chance that Derek Carr is going to be the starting quarterback of the Las Vegas Raiders. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because yesterday, Darren Waller was on TV speaking about what he thought about Derek Carr and who's going to be the quarterback and this and that and blah, 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 blah. We've heard the quarterback rumors how long now? Derek, they are confident in him. Adam Schefter said that the plan is for them to keep him as their quarterback. I've sat up here and said it makes a lot of sense for the Raiders to keep DC in 2021 and in 2022 because of the contract. However, if I talk about a trade for Deshaun Watson, that does not mean that I do not like Derek Carr. It simply means that I am doing my job. So before I get into all this Deshaun Watson talk, I'm sitting here and I'm telling you that I believe in DC. He is a good quarterback. It's just, is he actually a top 5 QB? That's where I draw the line. So be honest with me here. Do you believe in Derek Carr? Y for yes or type N for no? The reason why I want to bring this up is because I understand that there is a split divide in Raider Nation. Either you are a Carr truther or I feel like you are a Carr hater. If you don't like Derek Carr, that does not make you not a real Raider fan. If you believe in Derek Carr, that doesn't make you a Raiders fan. What makes you a Raiders fan is showing up and supporting your team 365 days out of the year. So go down in the comments. Y for yes or N for no. Do you believe in Derek Carr? Let's talk about more Carr and what exactly is he worth in terms of a trade. For the longest time, I've sat here and I said, I'm not 100% sure what Derek Carr is worth, or I'm not sure if he could go for a first-round pick. So I was asked this question recently, is Derek Carr worth a first-round pick? I'm going to give it 4 Chucky heads, believe it, baby, and it's for this simple reason and this simple reason alone. I'm not 100% saying that Derek Carr would be traded for a first-round pick, but if Matthew Stafford can be traded for 2 first-round picks, then why the hell can't Derek Carr be traded for at least 1? Derek Carr is a better quarterback than Matthew Stafford. Do I think that Stafford has more arm talent and maybe it was in a similar situation of Carr where they didn't win football games? Sure. Do I think the Detroit Lions gave up a lot more because, or I should say the Rams gave up a lot more because the Lions are eating Jared Goff's contract? Yes, I absolutely do. But the simple question is this. If Stafford goes for 2 first-round picks, why the hell can't Derek Carr? So at this point, it's 4 Chucky heads for me. Now, are you guys going to be watching the Super Bowl? I sure hope so. Go down in the comments and let me know, where are you watching the Super Bowl? Because I'm going to be here at Chat Sports. I'm going to be working on Sunday, and I hope that if you're sitting at home, maybe you're at a restaurant or something, if you need some good recommendations in Vegas, go online, look up chatsports.com/RaidersBars, find some awesome spots that I've checked out. But I want you guys to join me for my Super Bowl 55 watch party. It's going to start 10 minutes before kickoff. I was told this. Either A, you make videos around the NFL, don't watch the Super Bowl, or you spend the Super Bowl with Raider Nation. I'm going to spend the Super Bowl with Raider Nation every single day of the week, so I understand it's 2 teams that we don't like, but I love you all to the end of the world, and I can't wait to be able to watch Super Bowl with you. So speaking of the Super Bowl, how about we put some money down on the game? What do y'all say here? So if you guys want to go bet on Super Bowl 55, there's one place to do it and one place only. It's at chatsports.com/Raiders. You have to go use that link or else you're not going to get the 125% deposit bonus. Okay? Chatsports.com/Raiders. Promo code Raiders125. So if you deposit $100, you get $125 for free. And because I'm a nice guy, this deal ended in February. I was like, no. We're going to extend this deal here. So if you guys go ahead and get started with BetUS at chatsports.com/Raiders and make at least 2 bets on the Super Bowl. You can bet on who's going to win the game, the over-under, how many completions Derek Carr, how many completions Patrick Mahomes is going to have. If you put down at least 2 bets, I'm going to hook you up with a free Raiders jersey. The jersey has nothing to do with BetUS, but I am giving you these out of the kindness of my heart, out of the kindness of Chat Sports. If all you heard was Raiders free jersey, bet on the Super Bowl, Mitch, you said way too much. Email me, Raiders@chatsports.com for the details. I'll walk you through it, and if you want to talk some Raiders with me, that's where you can find me. So what are my bets? If you want to just take these 3 bets and say, okay, I'm going to put down these 3 and then get a free Raiders jersey, you can do it. I'm taking the Chiefs at -3.5 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think what Tom Brady has been able to do is pretty incredible, again, making another Super Bowl. But this Chiefs team is just on a whole nother level. Give me Patrick Mahomes over 27.5 completions. That running game is non-existent. And then Tom Brady, they're going to be trailing a lot in this football game. Give me the over of 39.5 pass attempts. If you want to let me know in the comments what exactly maybe you guys are putting some of your money down on, hey, that's what I'm totally about. So the reason why I'll say I had a few tweets that went viral yesterday. Instagram went a little bit viral. I heard this trade idea from Colin Cowherd where he said that he would do this if he was the Raiders. The Raiders get Deshaun Watson, and the Texans get Derek Carr, Darren Waller, and 4 first-round picks. First off, for you to even think of this, the Texans, they want defensive players. They don't want Darren Waller. I just want to know, what are your thoughts on that trade? And you can only use one word. And as a reminder, if you swear, if you curse, YouTube is going to block you. If you want to drop the F word, you can just go ahead and spam Tom down in the comments section. So, what are your thoughts on the trade? You can only use one word. Producer Sam, can we get the trade back up there so people can see it one more time? The other reason why this is just ridiculous, it's insulting to Raider fans because Colin Cowherd just tries to throw out these crazy ideas because he hates Raider Nation. Do I think that Deshaun Watson is probably worth 3 first-round picks? I do. But 4 firsts, Derek Carr and Darren Waller, that's basically 7 first-round picks. And if you were to move on from Darren Waller, that's a player that's done everything right and is a true Raider. If you got rid of him, the nation would be pissed. They were mad about Khalil Mack. I might even be a little bit more mad about a guy like Darren Waller. All right, let's go into this now. Deshaun Watson, will he be a Raider? Because it's the only thing I see everywhere, and that's why I got to talk about it. I'm going to give it only one Chucky head. Small shred of truth. And again, you're looking at probably a 1% chance of this happening. But to say that it's totally impossible, that's not totally true here. So we did get a little bit more of an update on what exactly Deshaun Watson's asking price could be, which is why I wanted to be able to bring it up here, which is why I wanted to be able to talk to you about it, because the Raiders Report is not only about news and rumors around the Raiders, it's also about the top trending topics going on in the NFL and how they could potentially impact the Las Vegas Raiders. So the report is this. The Texans obviously have a high asking price. We've heard 3 first-round picks. We've heard a lot of different players. The latest news that I personally heard is this, that they want at least 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and 2 young defensive starters. From what I know, Deshaun Watson, he wants out. Houston has said all the right things, saying we don't want to get rid of him. We want to keep him in Houston, as they should. He is a phenomenal football player. But you know what? It's something that we at least need to think about. So should the Raiders trade for Deshaun Watson? Type T for trade, type P for pass. What I'm going to show y'all is a trade idea that I tried to cook up here. And before we do that, though, I want you to at least go down, type T for trade, type P for pass. And if you want to be an overachiever, give me a trade idea for Watson. Hey, I would appreciate it. I'll go down and look in the comments. This is it. It's yes. If you have an opportunity to trade for Deshaun Watson, you do it. Derek Carr is a top 10 quarterback. Maybe let's say number 10. Deshaun Watson is a top 5 quarterback, and if you can upgrade at a position, especially the most important position in the National Football League, you try to do it. Is defense a major issue for this team? Yes, it absolutely is. However, there's going to be other players I think that would actually rather play with a quarterback like Deshaun Watson than Derek Carr, because you're going to see a lot of these great players say, I actually think that you have a better chance of winning the Super Bowl with a guy like Deshaun Watson. So this is why I would make the trade for Watson. I'm going to break it down in 5 easy steps, so stay with me here. Watson, he has a no-trade clause. What does that mean exactly? It means he gets to pick where he wants to go if he is traded. We say it all the time. We want somebody that wants to be a Raider. If Deshaun Watson gets traded to the Las Vegas Raiders, it means that he said, yes, that is a football team that I want to go to. The second reason here is this. Watson's a better quarterback than Carr. And I know there's going to be a lot of people that are upset with me saying that, but it's not a shot at Derek. Derek is a great quarterback. But when you have a chance to get a young quarterback that is as talented as Deshaun Watson, you have to at least think about it. You can't just shut the door and say, no, Derek Carr's our guy. No, we can win a Super Bowl with DC. That's not impossible. All I'm saying is that your chances of winning a Super Bowl and being a better football team in 2021, in 2022, and honestly the next 10 to 15 years is with Deshaun Watson. The other reason is this. The cap is going to go down a little bit. The Raiders weren't able to make a lot of money this past year because there was no fans. Deshaun Watson, he is cheaper in 2021 and makes less money than what Derek Carr will if he is traded. So you can either pay Deshaun Watson $10.54 million in 2021, or you can pay Derek Carr $22 million. Imagine if you could save an extra $11 million and invest that into free agency. That's all I'm saying. Does his money get more expensive the next 4 years? Yes. But that's still very good amounts for a quarterback of Deshaun Watson's caliber. Here's this. Derek Carr. If you make the move for Watson, you got to look for the future. The reason why I'm saying I would take Watson over a guy like Aaron Rodgers is because Rodgers probably only has 3 to 5 years. I think Derek Carr only has 2 years left on his deal just because I just don't see him coming back after that deal. I wouldn't pay him more than $28 million, and I think that's what he's going to ask for in the future. It's only 2 years at DC, or honestly, you could be looking at 10 to 15 years of Deshaun Watson. And then the last reason is this. The Raiders have struggled drafting. There's no other way to hide it besides that. And the idea of giving up first-round draft picks, second-round draft picks, it scares the hell out of people. And I get it because a draft pick can be any player. I'm going to use a Family Guy reference. It's the mystery box. It could even be a boat. Or you could just get Deshaun Watson, who is a phenomenal player and a top 5 player at that right now. But here's the other thing, because when we hear a lot about draft picks and the Raiders struggling, think about this. Since 2017, okay, the Raiders have had 7 first-round draft picks. That is the most in the National Football League, the most since 2017. Here's the Raiders' record since 2017. 25 wins, 39 losses. To me, this means sometimes we overrate first-round draft picks, but it also shows that coaching, believe it or not, and defensive schemes is actually pretty important. Here's another side of this. The Rams, since 2017, have had the least amount of first-round draft picks. The least, okay? 0, in fact. Here's their record since 2017. 43-21. This also means that, guess what? You don't need an elite quarterback. You can win with somebody like Jared Goff, so maybe you should build the defense. However, if I have a chance to get somebody like Watson, you do it. And when you look at the last, we'll say 7 first-round picks, okay? The last 7 first-round picks, if you take any 3 of these next guys that I'm going to show you and you pair them up, and if you wouldn't pair those 3 players for Deshaun Watson, I think you're crazy. I don't care if it's Clelin Ferrell, Johnathan Abram, and Josh Jacobs. You would trade those 3 players for a guy like Watson because he is that much, he's just important. It's the quarterback position. So I hated Colin Cowherd's idea. And I got to ask Mitch, what exactly would be your trade idea? So what I tried to do here is put out exactly what the Houston Texans would be offering. And remember, it's 2 first-round picks, according to the latest report, 2 second-round picks, and 2 starting defensive players. So this is what I cooked up. The Raiders, they get Deshaun Watson. The Houston Texans receive a 2021 and a 2022 first-round pick. Then the Raiders' 2021 and 2022 second-round pick, Johnathan Abram and Damon Arnette, the 2 young defensive players. This is the question I'm going to ask you now. You can see that this trade is here. I cooked it up, but I am curious what you guys have to say. Would you make this trade? Type A for accept, or I want you to go down in the comments section right now and type D for decline. Because this is a really intriguing idea to me. The reason why I made it is because, yes, I would do this trade. This would be a very beneficial trade for the Las Vegas Raiders. Plus, yes, remember how I talked about Derek Carr going for a potential first? What if you switch then DC for a first-round pick? You got in extra first-rounder back. I get the fact of moving this many picks hurts, but I'm going to say this. If you are typing D for decline, I really question your ability to be able to watch football and analyze it and truly know what it takes to win. Because if you don't type A for accept, I just don't understand what you possibly could want more. Deshaun Watson, this is an absolute slam dunk of a trade. And everybody watching real quick, take a screenshot, put it on Twitter, put it on IG, tag me in it, and I'll share it. All right, let's get into some more Raiders rumors here around Jason Witten. He's not going to be returning. Remember, he decided to retire. There was a report out there that he was going to be the favorite for the tight end coaching job for the Las Vegas Raiders. However, he decided to not come back, and he's going to be taking a head coaching position at Argyle Liberty Christian. This is a high school about, 30 minutes from me. It's where his sons, from what it sounds like, or his children, go to high school there. I'm going to wish the best to Jason Witten. He's going to spend time with his family, but he is not going to be a member of the Raiders coaching staff. Let's go to another player here, Trent Brown. Do y'all think that Trent Brown wants to be a Raider? Type 1 for yes or type 2 for no. We have talked about Trent Brown and this question multiple times on Twitter, on IG, and on the Raiders Report. So for me, does Trent Brown want out of the Las Vegas Raiders? Man, I'm going to give this one 4 chalky heads. I'm going to go believe it, baby, because if you follow the tea leaves, not only just how he just doesn't want to play football, but he has deleted everything Raiders related on his Instagram. He's deleted everything. Okay? There was a report out there that he's up to 400 pounds, and pictures have shown, we've seen it on the field, he just has never gone out and really put it all out there for the Raiders, despite making him a very, very high-paid player. Then, I saw this picture, and is it that big of a deal? No, but for a player like Trent Brown, who's under the amount of heat that he is, this is not something that I would advise. So if you guys can see, this is an Instagram picture from Gillette Nation, and all it says is, Trent, you want to come back to New England. And Trent Brown liked it. Is it really that big of a deal? No. But if you're Trent Brown, and if Raider fans are always attacking you for wanting to be a Raider, why the hell would you like a DM asking, do you want to come back to New England? If I like something, it normally means that I agree with it. So to me, I take that as, yes, Trent Brown wants to go back to the New England Patriots. So am I really surprised? No, Trent Brown was great with New England. But it also sucks because we paid this guy $76,241. Let me repeat that number again. $76,241 per snap this season. What an absolute joke. The last story that we're going to cover here is around David Irving, and is he going to be coming back to the Las Vegas Raiders? I don't really honestly think it's going to happen. So there's a report that the Raiders are unlikely to bring back Irving. Today he is working out with the Indianapolis Colts. If you're wondering, how is that possible? Isn't that tampering? If you finish the season on the practice squad, you are open to go out and try out for other football teams. Since Irving ended the season on the practice squad, that is why he's allowed to go out and practice, or try out, I'll say, if you will, with the Indianapolis Colts. So it never really worked out. It was fun for like one game. He ended up finishing the year with 4 tackles. People were hoping that Rod Marinelli could, get the most out of David Irving because he was great with him in Dallas. It ain't going to happen. They need to totally reamp that defensive line, and it sounds like as of today, David Irving is not going to be a Raider in 2021.